Ho ho buddies, want to Borderland Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing 428 Shibuya Scramble and I'm here with the lovely Rob.
Hi, I'm the lovely Rob.
He's so lovely. You'll find out later. This is a fun game. This is a cult classic. Let's just dive in and find out what this 428's all about. See, senor?
We.
Yeah. I told you. Select a bookmark to save to.
Let's go with number 3.
Yeah, okay, cool. Good idea. Do you want the guide to gameplay to be displayed? We recommend the first-time players select yes.
Yeah.
No.
we don't want it to be hard.
Now saving. Save complete. I like when it tells you that it's complete. The story is a work of fiction, names characters, places, and instances either are products of the author's imagination or are used fictitiously. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, is coincidental. It always says that in visual novels. Is that interesting? Was there some kind of lawsuit where they're like, hey, that's me in that visual novel? Like, I don't see it with many other games at all, actually. I think I mainly see that with... Do you see that in any other kind of work of... like any other medium?
You see it in films, but I don't really think I've seen it anywhere else. You don't see it on books, so...
It's weird. Music's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Check it out. Fumio Kitagami, Takuji Oyama. Scab up. HMV. Shunsaku Kudo. I'm playing footy on top of that skyscraper.
Oh, yeah.
And there's Shibuya Square, whatever that's called. There's a lot of visual novels that feature the Shibuya Square. And a lot of anime that does as well. I guess it just must be a...
Where is it?
Tokyo, I think? Setbu.
And is it purely a coincidence that it's real?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Purely coincidental. Any resemblance to anything? Has that guy got eyes? No, it's just a coincidence.
Da dee da da.
Yasutaka. Mori. It's got like a weird blur sheen to it. Don't know why. Parko. Part 2. Oh, what's this? Zeppelin. One of those. Is that what they're called?
What?
Are they called Zeppelins? An air balloon like that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh. Breaking news. A middle-aged man in a ski mask took several employees hostage at an office in Shinjuku before barricading himself inside. Now that 3 hours have passed, the man has given up and he's left.
Gone home.
That's the music director. Employees believe the man is Katajima. I've been deceived. Ooh. What's that weird red thing in his hair? Oh, it's the bag. I've been deceived. Alpha.
Old phones.
He's an alpha bro. I've been deceived by the red-pilled media. Hey! The world doesn't change so easily. Always a mystery. Oh.
Oh.
Boom.
Game over.
Yeah, you didn't press the right button at the right time. Did it say who the composer was? Because I would be interested in looking up.
No, just the music director, I think.
It was pretty cool. Shibuya's story is yours to tell. Thank you. And then pen and paper comes up. What do you think should happen next? Hachi. Select a character. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
As you play through the game, the various mechanics will be explained. In 428, you follow the stories of multiple protagonists at once. Your decisions impact their experiences as you read the story. What does the day hold in store? Their fate is in your hands. Hopefully you can see them all through to the end. To start, you have two characters, Shinya Kano and Achi Endo. Let's begin by checking out Kano's story. Hey, don't tell me what to do. So, we can keep out of that one.
Right.
This one looks cool though.
Yeah.
We've got Kano, very serious with...
I know.
He's receiving something in his earpiece, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Oh.
Alright, come at me.
He's fleabagging us.
Yeah. He loved joining us. Just 2 more minutes to go. Shinya Kano noted the time again on his watch, scowling at the slow creep of the second hand. The time was 9:58 a.m. Furrows of consternation creased his forehead. He wasn't nervous. He had wrinkles, but he knew better than to expect everything to go smoothly. Keeping a level head was proving rather difficult. Rather difficult. There was no room for failure. Lives are on the line here.
And we're going for an evil playthrough, aren't we?
Yeah. He eyed his surroundings. He looked at stuff. Was the perp really going to show up? When? Where would he be coming from? How would he make his approach? The Shibuya Scramble was as packed as ever. A throng of people crossing this way and that, blissfully unaware of the dozens of detectives hidden in its midst. There they are, the detectives.
All dozen of them.
You can voice them if you like.
All right, another minute and a half. Is that us?
Yeah, Kano glanced down at his watch yet again. A mere 30 seconds had passed. Detective Kano had been with the enforcement arm of Shibuya's Criminal Affairs section for a year now, and he'd never been part of an operation this big before. He eyed the young woman, standing beside the statue up ahead, for purely detective reasons.
I'd say that was in front of.
Yeah, I guess from our perspective, but if you were on the right, like this guy's sitting down, you kind of look and say, oh, she's beside that statue there. You know?
Okay.
She was small enough to get lost in the crowd, and she carried a nondescript attaché case. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
There she is, holding it. Hitomi Asawa, age 19. The attaché case in it. Oh, it didn't have an apostrophe, an accent before, did it? Case in her hands contained a full 50 million yen in cash. Too much money. Yesterday, her twin sister Maria had been kidnapped. This was the ransom payment. The culprit had called Hitomi last night, at home, referring to her by name and telling her to wait by the statue of her Hashiko in Shibuya. It was almost time, but nothing. Kano was staring fixedly at the second hand on his watch when a homeless man sitting on the sidewalk murmured just loud enough for him to hear. Go on then.
Come on, Kano. Quit looking at your watch so much. What if the kidnapper sees you?
Kano tried to look nonchalant as he lifted his eyes, but the scruffy character continued.
You're too nervous. Just relax already.
That's you again, I guess.
No.
No?
Well, this is Kano.
Oh, was I being Kano?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You're the one acting suspicious, Sasayama. Kano frowned. Why would some homeless guy be talking to me? Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Yuji Sasayama was the senior officer of the Shibuya Precinct's Criminal Affairs Division, 5 years older than Kano. Some words and phrases in the text appear in blue. These are called tips. I wouldn't even say that was in blue, like it's barely in blue. These are called tips. Press X to underline a tip, then press X. Oh, press square to underline a tip, then press X. This will let you read some extra info relating to that word or phrase. I can imagine what Shibuya Precinct is. These are tips containing general knowledge and ones that are 4 to 8. Specific. These are marked with a magnifying glass and a 4 to 8 respectively. Tip select.
Alright, let's look at the clues.
Okay. Official name should be your central precinct. Okay, I mean, that's fine. We don't need to look at this. But this is 4 to 8 clue. 200,000 people, 32 neighbourhoods, including those places.
We'll have to memorise them.
That's more blue than it was before.
Can you click the link now?
Yeah. It turns purple, doesn't it, when you click it?
These days, yeah.
Yeah. These days, turns purple.
Used to be blue.
Yeah. He always went a little overboard with the disguises. He claimed it was all part of the job, but word around the station was that he just killed... he liked playing dress-up. He just killed it. That's you?
Hey, pal, spare some change. That's the voice he's putting on.
Sasayama lurched to his feet and shuffled in close to Kano. Hey, knock that off! Fittingly for the part, Sasayama reeked pretty badly. And that's you?
Well, ain't so suspicious now, huh?
It's definitely drawing attention. He clung to Kano with mock camaraderie, despite the younger man's attempts to pull away. Come on, Sasayama, cut it out. Sasayama's blithe confidence... Blithe? Yes, blithe. Rattled Kano's nerves. Of course, there was a good reason for that confidence. This was Kano and Sasayama's jurisdiction, but they were positioned a good distance from where the handoff was to take place. The statue of Hachiko was surrounded by elite investigators from one of HQ's special investigation teams. Sometimes 2 or more tips will appear on a single screen. Press square. Repeatedly to change which words are underlined, highlighting the tip you wish to read. Then press X. Continue pressing square or press circle to return to reading the story. Okay, so we can do all kinds of...
I don't care about any of this.
The jurisdiction, so we know what the word jurisdiction means. A statue of Hachiko was surrounded by elite investigators from one of HQ's special... I mean,
I get it.
I am curious about what this statue looks like. Statue of Hachiko. Oh, okay. That Moi, or how do you say that? Do you think Moyai statue? That looks cool.
Moyai.
The green frog. I've seen that in other visual novels.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Have you been there?
No, I've never been to Tokyo.
Have you not?
No.
You went to Japan though.
Yeah. I didn't see the green frog
No.
when I was there. I've just heard of it.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it in a visual novel.
Kano and his partner were just there to provide backup if the kidnapper attempted to flee.
Alright, that's going to happen.
Who is that?
Look, just try and relax. We'll be fine.
Sasayama gave him a wink. A moment later, the radio squawked in Kano's ear. Alright, everyone, it's time. Keep your eyes open. I don't know why you'd all decide to close your eyes right now, but don't. The voice coming in through the earpiece was Koji Kuze. Koji Kuze, HQ's operations director. Until last year, he'd been the Shibuya Precinct's head detective and Kano's supervisor. We don't know when the perp is going to make contact. Don't let your guard down. Kuze's low, gravelly voice echoed in Kano's ear. You don't sound too worried, Kuze. Kano winced at Sasayama's words, and that should have been you. How could the man be so nonchalant? The appointed time had come and gone. Something should be happening. Whap! Kano smacked himself in the thigh to release a little tension. The sound was louder than he'd intended. Though the suit hid his muscular physique, it did little to dampen the noise. He needed to stay focused. He might be called to action at any moment. The department handled abduction cases according to a certain standard investigation procedure. Was it an attempt to extort money, or was the motive something personal? The answer to that question determined how they'd deal with the criminal. And based on the investigation team's initial findings this time around, they probably weren't dealing with a professional kidnapper. Still, in all likelihood, it was someone with quite a long rap sheet.
Rap sheet.
Probably someone who knew the family, but so far they had few leads on who might bear such a grudge.
Could be Eminem, maybe.
With the situation so unclear... yeah, it could be. The plan was to apprehend whomever came to make the handoff on site. If the culprit ran with the money, there'd be no guarantee of the hostages' well-being. Still nothing. That's you, Sasayama muttered.
Still nothing.
There he is.
There he is.
He's here.
Very tense, this, isn't it?
Yeah. Kuze broke in, his voice spiking into an excited chirp.
Oh.
Subject is a young male in his 20s, wearing a bandana and an orange hoodie. Kuze, normally calm and stoic, was now squawking like an excited child.
This guy must be a decoy.
Yeah. That only happened when he got particularly worked up. Kano and Sasayama steeled themselves. There he is. They could see the subject now. A 20-something male nonchalantly approaching Hitomi to talk to her. Alright people, be ready to grab this guy. Kuze was stationed in the mobile command center not far from the intersection, keeping tabs on the situation via video surveillance from the camera team.
Save.
Save. The young man started speaking enthusiastically to Hitomi. The detectives watched, uncertain. Was this really the kidnapper? Oh. You'll encounter selections like these during the story. These choices will change the lives of other people, in addition to changing your own fate. Use up and down to make your choice, then press X. The current choice will not impact you or any of the story. The other protagonists.
Alright.
Okay. What do you reckon?
We've not got a lot to go on.
The situation still wasn't entirely clear. He needed to get a better look at things. What do we reckon?
Well, isn't our job to apprehend him if he runs away?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think we need to be rushing in.
Okay. The situation still wasn't entirely clear. He needed to get a better look at things. That's what I said. The newcomer held a bundle of letter-sized paper which he showed to Hitomi as he went on talking. He tried to hand her one of the papers, but she pointedly ignored him. Undeterred, the man kept trying to foist it off on her. Hitomi refused to respond, becoming as motionless as the statue of Hashiko behind her, until finally the man gave up and walked away.
Right, get him.
Kill him. Take the shot. Guess it wasn't him. Kano felt the tension of the moment linger in his spine. Look at what the other guy's... Like, his face is great. Guy must have been hitting... Oh, that's you.
Hitting on her.
Sasayama muttered. I love the name Sasayama.
I mean, she is pretty cute and all.
He had a point. I think that's you.
Oh, of course.
Something in Sasayama's voice made Kano brace himself. Uh-oh, what's he going to say?
She's got nothing on my Mi-chan.
Here's a picture of her. Mi-chan was Sasayama's wife. They'd gotten married just last month.
This is her theme song. Let me tell you, Kano, married life is the best. You've got to hurry up and give it a try for yourself.
This was Sasayama's favourite topic lately, and Kano was getting more and more fed up with it.
You don't need to tell us that, we can see it from his face.
Sasayama, come on, just knock it off, okay?
And from what he said.
The phrase had become a common refrain of his since the department partnered them.
Fine. Let's talk about your girlfriend then.
Are they gonna kiss? Huh? Now? You can't be serious. Sasayama leaned in close again.
What's she like?
We're not having this conversation. Kano muttered, looking away.
Oh, come on.
Sasayama set his hand on Kano's chest, still playing the homeless troublemaker.
Show me your phone. Let me see your lock screen.
Huh? Sasayama pawed for the phone.
You've got a pic of your girl on your lock screen, yeah?
I do not! But he did. It was scary how on the mark Sasayama's instincts were. Hey, cut it out. We're in the middle of an investigation.
I am investigating.
Sasayama chuckled as he plucked the phone from Kano's pocket. His face scrunched up with astonishment as he looked at the lock screen.
The heck is this?
It's not...
Ain't this Masami Nagahama?
There she is. Kano realised he had to bite the bullet. No, that's my girlfriend. Her name's Rumi, and she's... Is that like an actress or something? Sasayumi cut him off.
Dunno. You're telling me this ain't Masami Nagahama, who, as you know, is the famous actress? Because this right here is Masami Nagahama.
Maybe that's me. Like I said.
You sly old dog. Trying to make like you're dating Masami Nagahama.
make Rob say that as many times as possible, please. I'm not. I mean, I guess Rumi does kind of look like her. Sasayama let out a huff.
For real? You really think I'm gonna fall for that?
There's nothing to fall for, I swear. Sasayama scowled, unconvinced.
Alright then, why don't you marry her?
Go on then. Kano stammered, but he had no answer. You can only see her lips on this picture. The truth was, he would have happily married her already. But there were obstacles that needed to be overcome. Okay, playtime's over. Let's focus on the job. Sasayama handed back Kano's phone and turned his gaze back to Hitomi. Kano let out a quick, uneasy sigh. But his shoulders did feel looser. Maybe Sasayama had been trying to relieve a bit of the tension. Maybe he should be grateful.
Ah, goodness me.
By now, several minutes had passed since the guy with the papers had gone away.
Yep.
He peered at Hitomi. The strain on her face was visible. In addition to the weight of the attaché case itself, the 5,000, 10,000 yen bills it held weighed close to 6 kilos. That's hard to say. Her slender arms must have been getting tired. Still, she refused to set the case down. She wasn't taking any chances with her sister's life.
Aye.
The kidnapping case had been begun that day before at around 7 p.m. Begun the day before at around 7 p.m. There you go. This is MDP.
This is MPD Dispatch. The Shibuya precinct is reporting a missing person, believed to be an abduction. Subject is Maria Osawa, 19-year-old student at Midoriyama Academy, last seen at the LL Diner near campus. A man was allegedly seen forcing her into a car nearby. All officers in the vicinity report to the scene at once.
Kano and Sasayama had been working a burglary case in Jingu-mei's 5th district when they got the call. The two arrived at the LL Diner at 7:15 p.m. At roughly the same time, several other officers showed up to secure the area, blocking off entry to nearby roadways and monitoring the surrounding establishments. Inside the restaurant, Kano and Sasayama were met by the girl who had reported the kidnapping. It was the victim's twin sister, Hitomi. Who was that, do you think? Kano, maybe? Could you tell us about when Maria was taken, starting from the very beginning? Kano said, keeping his voice low. That's you. Here it comes.
My sister and I, we were supposed to go to a party together today.
Hitomi was trembling.
I don't think she's got a sister.
Her voice hoarse. Yeah, she sounds like she's lying.
But I messed up the time. I showed up right at 7, an hour later than I was supposed to.
So Maria had gone alone to the party, a mix of the locals and exchange students. Hitomi arriving late had showed up just in time to glance out through the restaurant window and see her sister getting shoved into a car. She described the vehicle as a blue station wagon of Japanese make.
Why would something like this happen to her?
Hitomi held back her tears, but she was shaking all over. Really cold in here. Did you get a good look at the kidnapper?
Yes, it was a man, middle-aged.
Middle-aged? Don't be rude.
There he is.
There was another eyewitness, Leyland Palmer.
Oh, aye. Wearing their influences on their sleeve, are they?
He identified himself as a lecturer at Hitomi and Maria's school.
Right, he did it then?
Yeah. I saw two. There was two of them. It's like Hitomi says. I heard Hitomi cry out, and so I went to the window to look. And his Japanese was halting, as if he hadn't been in the country very long. And I think that maybe the kidnapper was working alone. Leyland explained that he certainly wasn't working with me. Leyland explained that he'd seen the man shove Maria into the back seat, then clamber into the driver's seat. If he had an accomplice, wouldn't they have been driving? Neither Hitomi nor Leyland had gotten a look at the suspect's face. She's staring into my soul. Kano was interviewing others who had been on the scene, looking for other potential witnesses, when his phone rang. It was Yoshio Kajiwara, one of the senior detectives. This is you, I think.
We've set up a task force for the investigation. Get back to the station once you have a handle on the situation there.
Barely half an hour had passed between the time the kidnapping was reported and the time the task force began operation. When Kano and Sasayama got back to the precinct station, Kuze had already arrived from HQ. He informed them that a response team had been formed to investigate the victim's home. Kano could feel a peculiar tension in the air. Unfamiliar MPD detectives scurried to and fro around the Shibuya offices. He pulled one of them aside to get a quick update. An hour had now passed since the kidnapping. There had been one new development. The perpetrator had made a threatening call to the victim's home. He said the following. And that's why we're here today.
If not, the ground life is perfect.
It's for feet.
Disguising his voice somehow. Look at that banana.
Kajiwara from the precinct was put on the response team, along with detectives from elsewhere who'd received special training in abduction cases. Normally, a local precinct detective wouldn't have gone undercover in a victim's home. Kuze, however, had decided that having a knowledgeable local was crucial, and had sent Kajiwara along. The detectives disguised themselves as houses, as delivery people, and movers to make their way inside without arousing suspicion. Disguised themselves as many delivery people and movers, so there wouldn't be suspicion, arriving there at 8:30. The response team had come prepared to run a trace if the kidnapper contacted the family a second time. But there were no further calls.
Boopa boopa bee.
Boopa boop boop boop.
There we go.
Kano checked his watch again. 20 minutes had now passed since the time designated for the ransom handoff. The kidnapper had yet to appear. That might be you.
Crap. You think we might have spooked him?
He wondered aloud. And nope, that was me. That's you.
Hey, stay calm.
He also said. Sasayama scanned the passing throng.
Throng.
What's a throng?
Like a crowd.
Oh, okay.
A moving crowd.
It's specifically people, is it? Usually.
Or can you get a crowd that's not people?
Do you think you have a crowd of...
I don't think you would say a throng of horses, for example.
Okay, cool. He's just playing with us. I'm assuming that's what you should have said that. Why'd this guy even pick this place?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Kano voiced the question he'd been asking himself ever since he'd heard the kidnapper's demands. Sasayama shrugged.
Figure he must want to blend in with the crowd, nab the money, and disappear before anyone knows he's there. Would be my guess.
In that case, why not pick Shinjuku or Ginza? The big crowd didn't just benefit the kidnapper after all. It also allowed the police to use the sea of people to conceal their own operation. Just like that. Right now, there were 50 detectives stationed within a 50-meter radius of where Hitomi stood. That's too many people. The kidnapper would be taking a major risk if his plan was to nab the ransom money and run.
All these people are police.
Every single person. That's what bothered Kano. Any criminal with half a brain would know better than to do a handoff in front of Hachiko. In front of Hachiko.
You're overthinking things, pal.
Don't pal me. Sasayama, as he say his name, grumbled. No, I'm not. Oh, fair enough. Kano reached into his pocket and pulled out his notepad. This was Kano's dick diary. What does that mean? Which he always kept close at hand.
I think they might mean like a private dick.
He would...
which means like a...
He would just make a note of how long his dick was.
It's just sketches.
Sasayama rolled his eyes. You got your dick diary again. Oh, God. So embarrassing.
That thing again.
Kano ignored him, flipping through the notepad pages. He's very veiny. Ha!
Veiny dick diary.
Here it is. Dick. Dictum.
A dick means like a like a detective.
Yeah. The more irrelevant something seems, the more relevant it's bound to be. It was a favourite saying of Kyuzo Tatino. That's an assistant inspector from the Shibuya precinct. I thought that was
Heard of him.
A Sherlock Holmes of Japan. Tatino was the kind of detective Kano aspired to be.
Yeah.
For the current operation, he'd been placed in charge of Hitomi's personal safety. He was in position to defend her as soon as the ransom had been handed off. It was a favourite saying of Kiyoso Tatino, an assistant inspector. So he just keeps like a bunch of quotes from people he likes.
This is his book about how to be a good detective.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He's got like a book of rules.
It's things to remember.
Positive affirmations for like...
No, it's more like tips.
Okay. Like our little tip thing that we've got.
What's that?
You know, our little list of tips about police stations and
jurisdiction.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, Hitomi hadn't been informed of how much protection she was under. There was a risk that if she acted too secure, it might alert the kidnapper. I think Tatino has the right idea. Not me, said. Sasayama snorted quietly.
Maybe. I mean, he's a great detective.
Okay, it wasn't me, that's alright.
Don't get me wrong. But you know how many irrelevant things there are to consider?
Again, Kano ignored him. It didn't matter if nobody else understood. Kano had faith in Tatino, as both a detective and as an individual. He had first witnessed Tatino's brilliance during a standoff at a financial company 3 years earlier. A man had shut himself in an office, splashing gasoline everywhere and threatening to set the place ablaze. While the others hesitated, Tatino unflinchingly doused himself with gasoline and strode into the building like a maniac, where he managed to talk the man down and secure the scene. The others had been awestruck by Tatino's actions. And Kano, who at the time had been content to be a run-of-the-mill policeman, had found it quite inspiring.
Save.
Still, you know. You said. Sasayama murmured under his breath.
As great a detective as Tatino is, it's not like anyone else in the world has ever heard of him.
I suppose not, Kano said. So? Check out my banana. They've all eaten bananas in
Only
this.
time anyone hears a cop's name is if he's caught up in some scandal or killed in the line of duty. I mean, it doesn't really seem fair, does it?
Kano just shrugged. It was a strange definition of unfair, really. I mean, you've got celebrity chefs and celebrity hairdressers and stuff. So how come no celebrity gumshoes, you know? Look, please. Can you just focus on what we're doing here? Kano rubbed his eyes, then turned his attention back to Hitomi. That's you?
What's the matter? Didn't sleep?
Not enough, I guess.
Did you eat?
Didn't have time. Between bringing in supplies for the base of operations, readying the team's vehicles, photocopying hundreds of documents and various other tasks, Kano had barely slept the previous night. He was photocopying hundreds of documents the other night. Someone else needs to do that
They
stuff.
need to go paperless.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't got the staff or funding.
It's a shame, isn't it? I haven't gotten a meal in either. It's just him running the whole operation.
What have you been doing? Oh my god, is he the killer?
Oh.
Is that why he's working so hard?
Yeah, maybe. Sasayama puffed out his chest like a chicken.
The killer. No one's dead. Saving... Oh, that's you.
Saving up my energy for today.
So you were sleeping?
Kano gave a wry chuckle at his partner's lack of shame.
There he is.
There he is. Kusei's voice chirped suddenly through Kano's experience earpiece. A man in his 20s wearing a sleeveless red jacket.
He's
wearing... He's a
carrying a
literal
bin
red
bag.
herring. He's carrying a garbage bag. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's him!
This is the other guy.
It's the man from the screen!
From the Choose Your Character screen, a young man had emerged from the crowd about 15 feet from where Hitomi was standing. He strode toward her with a sinister look on his face. He didn't match Hitomi's description, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper had hired some young street punk to snatch the ransom payment. That's you?
That our guy? What do you think, Kano?
Sasayama whispered. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's got to be. That's exactly the person that the chief had just described to us, so this was it. Kano swallowed the lump in his throat. He bent his knees ready to act fast. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that had begun to take hold. Could this be the culprit? Or perhaps... The young man tried to snatch the briefcase from Hitomi, but she clung to it with desperate strength. While you were running towards him, heads attached. It was him. The detectives rushed in. You can do this.
Whoa, hey, what the hell?
The young man cried out frantically and tried to dart away, but the officers closed in, forcing him bodily to the ground. Target secured. Oh geez, I think we've got another suspect on the scene. He's taking the ransom. Uh-oh.
Right, so we didn't get a choice.
No, Kusei's hysterics made Kano spin around. Sure enough, a foreign-looking man was sprinting away, attaché case in hand. The mob of detectives scrambled to pursue. Before Kano could react, most of them had run off, leaving him to look after the original suspect.
Why have we not had a choice in any of this?
That's just the fun of this game. This is like a prologue to just kind of tell us what's happening. What should I do with this guy, sir? He might have some connection to the kidnapper. Should I bring him in? Huh. Oh, sure. That'd be swell. I'm on it. With the help of one of the remaining detectives, Kano brought the suspect back to the Shibuya precinct. Look, how many times do we have to go through this? Cut the crap. In the interrogation room, the young man who gave his name as Achi Endo steadfastly insisted on his innocence. And we're going to find out how much he insists on his innocence next time on Bottling Games. Thanks for watching this episode of 4 to 8 Shibuya Scramble, and we'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.
Sending him down.
Send him down. Bye bye bye.